one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the...
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold it. Will be Richie James. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Franks. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Franks looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Franks. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the fumble recovery, Franks. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. That catch good for only a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Franks now. That's caught by Waller out left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down
He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll run again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Stafford now to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now here's a carry heading left. 2nd and 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Drake. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. That's into the hands of Edwards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Franks. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The give to the fullback on the dive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
First down, Drake. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Franks. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Franks. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Franks. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. action. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for three, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get three, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Franks. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 43-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Going right back to Akers.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now it's Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Franks.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Complete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another.
Second and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Oh, what a juke into space. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. Franks. And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Franks. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception. interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Franks now to throw on first down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.